And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off play action. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Into the secondary, past the 40, and finally brought down at the 43.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Mercedes Lewis. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. From the 39, Murray. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Going back to Allen. He's got him again. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. This one caught by Isabella. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 41, Murray. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen.
He's got it at the 15. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mercedes Lewis in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
On the return, Isabella.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And all the way up to the 46. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he ran down as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return. return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Prater for the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Again, it's Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And Murray's going to keep this.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point good by Prater, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Coach. Check 31, check 31, check 24, check 24.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Rodgers to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And got his man complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Extra point try now for Crosby. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return, Isabella. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Big hitter to start the drive, has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds.
88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Murray. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he made the diving catch.
I don't know how many more of these Marlins can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out. Yeah,
but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Cards, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.